you're here at Geeky Girls Journal. So thank you for coming in. I see some of my lovely family members already here waiting. Thank you all for coming in. I see motion. Hopefully you all can see and hear me properly. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. This is Geeky Girls Journal. I am Andrea, and if you are already a family member, you already know what to do. Sit back, make yourself comfortable, and let's get ready to have a conversation. All right? Hey, Miss Betty, how you doing? BRB. All right, thank you. Yeah, I see you out early. The watch hours are going. That's all I have to say about that. Hey, Jaden. Hey, Joshua. Who did I miss? Scott. Hey, Scott. How are you? Controversial cruising. Good morning. Well, afternoon for me actually, but same thing, no difference. No, I'm just saying. Different regions. So good morning to you. If it's morning for you, good morning. If it's afternoon, good afternoon. If it's night, good evening. All those great things. How have you all been doing today? Let me know how your day is going so far, where you are, if you want to do that, just so we can see who's in the house. Hi, Geeky, aka Miss Lady Chocolate Chip Cookies. Yes, I still love my chocolate chip cookies. I had some over the weekend. So, yes, yes, come on in, come on in. Yeah, how are you all doing today? I am, I'm doing fine. It's going to be a hot one today. It's been hot. Uh, it's been hot. It's been hot. The end of last week was hot, very humid and hot, and this week we're gonna get much of the same weather. You're great, good, Joshua. How's it going with your apartment hunting? How is that going? Yeah, Scott. Okay. So I better do this before I forget because I told myself I'd do this at the beginning of every video when I think about it. So I brought my books along, and some of you have already seen these. You already know what this is about. Geeky Girls Journal. These are our book combos co-created by my husband and I. And like some of you know the story, they were originally created for my daughters, but we decided to release them to the public so that your daughters and sons could also have the opportunity to read these books. They're very humorous and they are filled with high level vocabulary. So if you are looking this summer, this is the best time to get these books for your children to increase their fluency and have a better vocabulary. Go check out this book combo. It's on our website, geekygirlsjournal.com. So on the website, geekygirlsjournal.com, and you can also get them on Amazon. So go now, check it out. They're always on sale. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat. And hey, I see some more people coming on in. Thank you all for coming in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, not yet. Still next month, August or September for my new apartment in Brooklyn. Sounds like you already claiming it, Joshua. You said new one in Brooklyn. So, all right, okay. I'll be looking to hear more about that. Cruising and saying hi to Joshua and Jaden. Good morning, good morning. Everybody, so okay. I know I hadn't been here in a few days because I was told I needed to take myself a break, and I did just that. And if you can see, my skin's glowing, so I had a good time. I was able to go to a beach and relax and just do a lot of the things I want to do, celebrate with my husband and have fun with my kids and all that great stuff. So I had a wonderful weekend. I feel a lot better, much needed time. You know, I talk about self-care a lot, or enough. I don't talk about it a whole lot here. I usually talk about motivational stuff, but self-care on this channel enough to know that I had to start taking better care of myself. And when I say that, like, I mean taking the time out just to take a breather sometimes. It's okay. And why am I telling you this? Because it is okay. I'm giving you permission. I'm empowering you to take a break. It's all right to take a break. Let me say, we are in a season where everybody is rush, 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 go, go, go. I have to grind. I got to do this. I'll sleep later in life. And, you know, I'll sleep when I die, that type of thing. But think about it. You deserve to rest right now. I talked about that in the video, God's Blueprint. And his blueprint for us is to be able to rest. So I want you all to, when you're moving and shaking and just doing everything, I want you to consider the rest that your body actually needs. And when you rest, you're actually doing something good. You're doing something because your body needs that, just like your body needs water, right? We always talk about hydration. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Get your water in, you guys. But you also need to get rest. You need that rest. So don't feel bad and don't beat yourself up because you need to take a little break. I'm telling you, I feel much better because I'm one of those that I will go, 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 go. And we have a friend of the channel, Renee's Garden, who told you all in her video, don't do that. Rest. She said, take care of yourself. And she shares her story. So I won't go into that. Hey, Frank, how you doing? I love breaks, especially social media breaks. Man, so those are the most needed breaks right there. Social media breaks, because we can find ourselves really consumed. Hey, Bud Files. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Kenneth. How you doing? Hey, Frugal Mama. Hey, how are you? Yeah, we can. That is very important, Frank G. I'm glad you brought that up because you're right. We need to take social media breaks. Sometimes, probably sometimes more than okay. We need to take social media breaks more often than we probably do. I'm going to speak for myself. I need to take them more often than I do because I realize when I take a social media break, I have time to refresh. I have time. I don't have to think about what's going on in social media world. I can reset. I can focus on those things that are important to me, my family, and I have time just to be honest with you, I have more time to sit down and be still and build a deeper connection with God. That's what I really want to do. And I have that time when I'm not scrolling, when I'm not so rushed, and when I'm not pressed to say, oh my God, I haven't put out content in 3 weeks and I need to put something up, or I didn't put a short up since yesterday. I didn't care anything about that. This weekend, I was. Now, when we were on this little small little vacation we went on, I was like, oh, let me take let me record some content. Let me record what we're doing because I want to share with others because they may want to take their families to these places. And I did. And you all will see that in a short or two. But what I had to end up doing was to detach myself and to say, you know what? This is your family's time. So don't put so much emphasis on getting that recording or recording what you're doing right now. That can wait. You need to spend the time with your family and enjoy, what's happening right now. Social media will be there, right? It will be there. Yes, I can always use content. However, it'll be there. And, I have those in my life who don't wish to be recorded, and I respect that. So that was also helpful with me saying, you know what? I can't even really get the moments the way that I want to without having to cut everybody out here, do this, do that. So it became more of a hassle. And, just taking that time and that break for myself was so helpful. I'm so glad my husband's like, no, you need to take a break, because I was still like, no, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do a live every day, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I had a whole solid plan where I was gonna do something every day, and he was like, no, you're not. So keep people in your life like that to remind you of those things that are important. And when it's time to take a break, it's okay. I'm giving you all the permission right now. Geeky Girls Journal said it herself. Take that break. Take that break. You don't want to work, and then not enjoy life. You want to enjoy life. Okay, let's see. The Buff Files. Yes, said Frank G. I know you got to take a break from the social media, or were you saying yes to the vacation? Doesn't matter. Either way, yes. If you all are here and you didn't hit that thumbs up, hit those thumbs up. YouTube loves it, so I like it. It's what we have to do as content creators. And also, it honestly lets me know what content you all enjoy, what you may feel a little warm about, and what I should deliver more of. And if you just like having these little chit chats with me, because I do. I do. Good afternoon, girl dad. Everybody's saying hello. Hey, everyone. No, hi, everyone. That's from Frugal Mama. Good afternoon, Bud and Sue. Hey, Latoya. How are you doing with the hunting? You know what I'm talking about? Apartment hunting or house hunting. House hunting. Because we're going to claim it. That's another thing. We had to speak all these things. Speak these things. And I told you, did you write your list? And are you specific? And I'm probably 5 or 10 minutes behind this chat, so I'm just gonna ask you all to forgive me in advance. It's just because I want to talk and I want to go through your wonderful comments. So just know I'm gonna get to it. Hey, Buddha. Amen. Be still and silent. Oh, I must be behind. I remember saying that. Hey, Buddha Boo. Hey, how you doing? Tamika. Tamika, welcome in. I'm more refreshed and giving God more attention than social media. Oh my goodness, it makes a huge difference, Frank. I'm telling you, I that may be one of my challenges soon. So if you all want to take part in that, and because you just gave me an idea, I may I don't know. I'm just going. As you all know, as I talk to you, I get these bright ideas. So I have to write the stuff down because I will forget, but I want to write it so that I can remember that year break challenge, because that will definitely be a challenge. Why did I go out or something? Because it's saying I'm live again. Um, Social media break challenge. Okay, now I'll remember when I see that. So, um, yeah, social media break challenge. Sometimes we need to take a break. And I know you all, it's one thing when you're a content creator, you want to just keep putting it out and putting it out and putting it out and, staying up on your content so that it's fresh and so that people can see it and, enjoy what you're doing and see how creative you are. And also, I mean, this is the Be Yourself challenge. So I've also asked you to do a challenge. So with all this information that we get on a daily basis, just coming at us, just do this, do that. Do you want to be a part of this? Do you want to be a part of that? Sign up for this, sign up for that. Do this. You know what I mean? Like, it can be overwhelming. And it just is. It's a lot. And I was initially thinking about talking about childhood, but maybe I'll do that another day, like childhood memories. So you all come back and maybe we'll talk about that sometime this week. Childhood memories. I'll put it up. Childhood memories. Let me write that down. So I have it somewhere, but I want to remember to put it in there. That way I will be accountable. So childhood memories. We got social media break, childhood memories. But as I was thinking about that, so I was on the road early this morning and I was like, what can I talk about? I have no idea. I just don't know what I'm talking about. And then I was just driving in silence after I dropped one of my daughters off, and I was just driving and driving. I had about 3 hours to myself just to think, And I was also playing sermons. I like listening to Dr. Darius Daniels, as some of you already know, and Pastor Mike. So I was listening to Dr. Darius Daniels, and I'm just like, okay. Then I listened to Priscilla Shira, if y'all know who that is, Dr. Tony Evans' daughter. And then I was like, you know what? I'm listening, but the next hour or two, I'm just going to be still and just be still, right? And it was so just refreshing just not to have anything to worry about at that moment. Nobody in there asking me 100 questions, just myself and my thoughts. And that's enough. Myself, my thoughts, and God, right? And it was beautiful. It was beautiful because I was actually able to be silent in a moment. And my husband and I joke around a lot, and we say that my time on the highway is my me time. It's my me time because a lot of the times I'm driving and I'm able to, like I said, just focus and just to quiet myself. So there, when I'm driving, and then, if I have to go to the bathroom or something like that. Otherwise, it's usually pretty chaotic. So I say that, all that to say that it's very, very important to take time for yourself. It's important. Don't be afraid of that quiet time. I used to be afraid of that quiet time because I feel like I always have to be in motion. I always have to be doing something. Let me see what the kids want to do. Let me see what I need to do. What does my husband need to do? What do we have to have done? Oh, maybe I'll remodel this. Maybe I'll paint that. But as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize that there is a peace in being silent. And I think somebody said something. I think it was Buddha who said something about silence, and Frank, who's co-signing about being refreshed, and giving God more attention. And let me see what you all are talking about before I keep going. Hey, Frank. Hey, Nikki. How you doing? Hey, Buddha. Taking it now. Oh, you taking a break now too? Yes, breaks are lovely. I take breaks now and leave people playlists running in background and go do laundry or cook or sleep. That's a good, I bet you do too, Buddha. I bet you do too. And that's great. Yeah, you take a break. You got to take a break. We can't run, right? God built us to be able to. We have a certain capacity, and I think that it can be very easy to be boggled down with just life and lifing, right? But we have to remember God is always guiding. God is always being the God and being our creator, the one that is looking out for our best, right? Our best interest. So sometimes you might get a little whisper, and you might ignore it, or you may listen to it. A lot of times I have to say, I'll brush it off, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going. But when you get that little glimpse and that you hear that little voice that says, hey, you need to slow it down, slow down, slow down. And don't, you know what, don't put it off. Slow down and be okay with it, and take the much needed break, because you need it. You're gonna feel much better afterwards. If people are asking you to do 100,000 things, when God says sit down and rest, you better sit your behind down and rest and take that break. Yes, let's see. Good for you though, Buddha. Good day, says Girl Dad. Hey, Girl Dad. Hey, Fuba Mama. Let me catch up. Hey, Life of an OCD. You're so pretty. God's version. Oh, so thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you for coming in. You look like a new person to me. So welcome in the Geeky Girls Journal. You don't want to be old and broken down, and you are so right. No, Frankie, you do not want to be old and broken down. So you have to take that rest. You got to take that rest. I think the title of this video is what has your attention, or something like that. So we're on topic, you all. We're on topic. What has your attention? What's preventing you from getting that much needed rest? What's preventing you from doing those things in life that you want to do? What's preventing you from having a relationship with God? Because many of us in here now said that we want to continue to build a deeper relationship with God, and we want to. I want to be a servant first. I want to be the child that God calls me to be. So what does that require of me a lot of times? It requires me to take a break. It requires me to stop, to listen, right? To be sensitive to the sound of my Father's voice. And yeah, sometimes that can be hard because we're moving. I call it moving and shaking. I'm moving and shaking. I'm just doing it, right? But you have to stop sometimes. And I notice, for me at least, when I stop, when I'm quiet, that's when I'm able to hear. That's when I'm able to hear more clearly. A lot of times I'm moving. I'm like, what? Did I think I heard something. Then I keep going, right? Keep going about my business. Not even considering, hey, your Father's talking to you. Come on, get it together. And then finally I'm like, oh, okay. I need to get it together and slow down. And then when I slow down, I'm like, oh, that's why. Guess I did hear that earlier. So slow down, you all. Slow down. Slow down. I like what you said right there, Frank. What's going on? Tunes. Hey, just chill. Just chilling at the doctor's, and then going to Ross, get basketball shorts to work out in. Okay, good. Well, you still doing the workout challenge? So I saw you doing high knees and all that stuff a little while ago. I'm trying to get back to me because the loss of one of my favorite cousins was rough, but we had her homegoing service Saturday. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences, Latoya, if you are still in here, to your family. My condolences. That's very difficult. I was talking to another content creator last week. I can't even remember what day it was. Whatever was the last time I did this, and that kind of came up. And that's tough when we lose people that we love, and family members. And it varies because we can lose a loved one anyway. But my condolences, and I just pray that God is going to be with you during this tough time, because it is a tough time. So take the time that you need, and thank you for coming in here. Thank you for coming in here to hang out with me, to hang out with us, the dreamers. So yeah, take the time that you need. It's your favorite cousin too. I have 480 videos to edit. That sounds like me, Buddha. Well, I don't have 480 anymore because my drive, I told you about that. It just went, it stopped. It was like, okay, you wouldn't let me rest. You just kept putting stuff on here and putting it on here. And I had what, 2 terabytes, 2 or 3 terabytes? Might have been 4. And it was like, okay, you just kept overloading me, so I'm just stopping. Not to mention, I did take it out the wrong way, so that's why I broke. I was taking it out the wrong way. I wasn't, you all know on your computer, you're supposed to press a button to release the device or something like that. I wasn't doing that. I was just going to take the cord out and going on about my business. And it was allowing me to do it for so long, I just kept doing it. But so I'm the reason why I broke. I'm definitely the reason. But also, I was probably giving it a little too much. And Buddha 480 videos, ooh, I know you. It's probably over exaggeration, but if it's not, that sounds like my life. I have videos right now in waiting. I edited one, so I feel good about that, you guys. I did edit one Sunday, and it's not done yet, but it'll get done because I told myself I'm gonna take a break. I'm taking it slow. I'm not. Like Frank said, I want to be old and crusty and not enjoying my life right now and just be old because I'm so busy doing the most right now that I don't have time for myself and I'm not taking time for myself. So that's not going to have my attention. Mm-mm. Let's see, what else? Very yes, that's from Scott. Prayer go out to you, Latoya. That's so nice, Frank. Hey, Latoya. Geeky Girls, how you doing? Silly Brand. Hey, Brand. Buddha. Everybody saying hi. That's nice, everybody. My sincere condolences, Latoya. That's from Buddha. Girl Dad Kenneth Wilkerson. It's probably Chris. Oh, hey, Chris. Because I'm sure it's Chris. Dr. Wayne Dyer is good. Oh, yeah, I've heard of... I think I've seen at least one of his videos before, Buddha. I don't really watch him, but maybe I should consider doing it again. I'm going to see one of my uncles soon. He's trying to help, but I think I'm going to decline because those folks don't fix nothing, and I don't want to end up... Well, that's a smart choice. Don't do it, Latoya. You know, go with your gut on that one. Don't do anything that's going to get you in trouble. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Terry, how you doing today? Good afternoon. Bram is in here. Did I miss him? Hey, Bram, if I missed you coming in. Bram. Let's see. Unless he's supposed to say Bram. I don't know. Hey, Jaden, because it could be a typo or autocorrect. You know, autocorrect does that. Autocorrect will have you type in one word and then it ends up something else. You're like, I didn't put that in there. Autocorrect, mind your business. At least that's me. I like autocorrect, mind your business. Like, I did not tell you to put that word in there. And sometimes I'll type it. I'm typing so fast, and I'll type it, and then I usually double check it. But sometimes, you know how your eyes, you are used to seeing that a word a certain way, so if you see it and it looks just like that word, you might just bypass it because it has all the same letters and everything. You type it, I'm like, send. I'm like, oh, as soon as I send it, I'll look and I'll be like, oh man, now I got to do a little asterisk to let people know it was a mistake and then get the correct spelling of the word because I'm just anal like that. So I'll go back and be like, okay, that's supposed to say whatever. So some of you have experienced that, so you know, I'm just trying to see. This is relatable. See, Brand say, hey, Andre, how are you? I'm fine, Samira. I was over there in your area this weekend. I was in your area, and I won't say it on here because it ain't nobody's business where you at. I'm just telling you, I was over there, and I went to, what's it called, Mason Jar? I can't remember. I went to, I think it's called Mason something. But they had those really, and I'm going to put it on when I create a video. I took some footage of it, and I plan to do a video on it. And I went to the colored school, if you know what that is, the colored school. It's a historic site now. Good afternoon. Hey, Chad. Hey, Chatty Chat. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I'm happy. Self-care is important. Yes. Frank, thank you. Good afternoon, lovely. Sit down before you get set down, right? Sit down before you get set down, before somebody set you down, before you get set down. And I don't know about you all, but I don't want to get set down. I need to, you know, I'm getting a whole lot better at it. I want to be the one that can recognize, hey, I'm falling apart right now. And you know what? To be honest with you all, I am that person that recognizes when I'm like that mentally, when I'm mentally drained. Like, I will tell somebody in a minute, listen, this is not the day. This is not the time. Not right now. I'm tired. Not right now. But as far as me, as far as I'm concerned, like I will push myself. I keep going and going. I'll push myself. But if I'm, if and I know that might sound a little contradictory, but just me, like if I feel like I'm tired and I want to just keep going and keep going, I will. But if it's somebody talking to me and I'm aggravated, I'll be like, listen, this ain't the time. Like you don't want to do this right now. I'm giving you a fair warning. So yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, if anybody can relate. Silence is the source of all strength, Gigi. Thank you for that, Buddha. Okay, that's Mr. Terry dropping all the reminders. We forget to be still sometimes. Yes, we do, Scott. It's so easy to do it. I'm telling you, it's so easy because you have 1,001 things to do during the day, and you like, well, if you're anything like me, like, I got 1,001 things to do, and I want to get them done. And I'm looking at this checklist, and I'm like, I want to do it. But then I was looking at this video you all, and this lady did it on just that. And her, it was a short, but she was talking about her checklist and how her checklist became an idol for her. And I was like, oh, ooh, I feel like somebody was stepping on my toes. Like, God, you trying to talk to me? I was like, God, you coming for me? Like, you told me something? Hey, daughter. I was like, so God, you trying to tell me something? Like, because I know I have a checklist, and I'll be like, I got to do this, that. I got to get it done. Now, I don't get as upset anymore when I don't get stuff done. Like, I used to get real upset and be like, man, I only got to number 5 and I had 10 things to do. Like my day was my day. Yeah, that's something. Like, my day was my day. You know what I mean? Like, my day is supposed to be God's day and what God has planned for me, but I had it mixed up. I was like, oh no, I'm doing all this. And if I felt like somebody was interfering with my plan, be like, what are you doing? I have stuff to do. Like, I gotta do this. Please leave me alone. But now I'm in a better space. I just try to let the Lord lead it. I'm like, Lord, okay, looks like I'm not gonna be able to do this. You know, this number 6 that I was trying to get to. Do you want me to do it tomorrow? You want me to do 4 through, do you want me to do number 7 through 10 tomorrow, or maybe the end of this week? I mean, just let me know, God. Just let me know, because I probably do need to sit down. So anyway, the lady was talking about how her list had become her idol, and what she should have been doing was picking up the Bible more, or praying more, or doing something else God related, right? And I saw myself for a second. I was like, are you trying to tell me something, God? Like, I ain't doing enough of that already? But I know I'm not. And I was like, okay, so I don't need to have this checklist, but I like to have an agenda and a plan. But I also am learning to be flexible. So God was like, no, I need to start, or not start, because I started, but I need to continue to say, God, what do you have me to do for today? How do you want this day to look? So that's what I'm working on, you all. I'm working on that. Let me know if you want to work on that too. And I'll get to your comments soon. Don't worry. I'll get to them in about 10 minutes. It's going to be about 10 minutes. So yeah, and she was saying, I said, man, that's some guy he wanted me to see, because I was definitely about to pass that short, and I was like, doop, doop. Oh, wait. And I looked at it, I was like, oh. And I looked at it again, and I said, oh, man, I think God talking to me and telling me I need to stop being so hung up on my list, and, just kind of take time and slow down a little bit and let God be God, because he do it best and not me. Meaning taking breaks from a few things, not YouTube. Yeah. That sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, Nikki. I always take time for myself after they go to sleep for at least an hour. And in the early morning, if not, I notice that I'm grumpy when I don't do it. Man, Samir, it's good. You sound like you're self-aware. To me, you sound like, Now me, I know when I start getting annoyed. I know when I start getting grumpy. And it's because people in my house go to sleep at all times of day. Like, sometimes it don't happen. I'm like, do people sleep in here? And I think what happens is I get tired, and I'm just tired and irritable. And I'm like, trying not to take it out. I'm like, I don't want to say nothing to y'all. So everybody, let's just do what we're supposed to do. And it works out. Everybody do what they're supposed to do. But you're right. I think what I need to do is more, because I time block things, so probably time block, okay, this is my time at the beginning of the day. And I have to say, I started doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays because my daughter works out early in the morning. So I get up an hour earlier than I really would have in the summertime, and that's been working. Oh, it's working. I will, I don't use my, like, the hardcover Bible a lot. I just put it out like a couple days ago because I was like, oh, I haven't seen this thing in a while. Dusting it all because I have like a few of them because I usually use my phone. So I sit in my closet. I don't know why. I just, it's a little, a seat there, and I sit down in my closet. It's quiet in there, and I'll sit there and read my Bible app, and I'll pray and whatever, talk to Jesus, and that has really, really set the tone for my day. So that really, really helps. When, as before, I just kind of get up and I'm like trying to do stuff. Then I'm like, okay, now let me read my Bible app. Let me talk to Jesus. And then I'm trying to do that. And in between time, I have people asking me questions. Ma, I need this. Ma, I need that. Can we do this? Can we do that? Pulling me this way. And I almost felt like, man, I'm cheating God his time. But when I do it early in the morning, like Samira just suggested, early in the morning works for me. Like really early. Just get up before everybody else gets up and devote that time. Now, late at night does not work because it's after midnight, but when way after after midnight. So I would probably be trying to read, and I've done this. Like I still do it, but I've fallen asleep reading the Bible because I'm like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I should not be trying to read the Word unless God wakes me up at that time and puts them on my heart. Now that's a different thing. But as far as me trying to do it and develop a habit and like, okay, I'm gonna read at 2 o'clock in the morning, that is not working because by that time I'm tired. I'm up just because I'm up doing stuff. I'm working, and I want to be able to give God my best. I don't want to give him any leftovers. So I'm like, oh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, God. Here you go. You're gonna get your little 30 minutes or your little hour, but I'm not gonna be completely focused. I'm not as alert. But in the morning, when I get up earlier, that's it. So Samira, I'm with you. So yeah, Geeky girl, you still got that Jasmine got water wave hair. It's the hair God put in my head. I'm telling y'all, the secret to that is that what's the name of that gel? It's honey something gel. I'm almost gonna go in there and look. Something shine, something shine, something and shine. They used to have that brand when I was younger, like in high school, and I stopped using it, but they came with a newer one and it has honey in it, and it's really working for me, y'all. Like I put a little bit on the front and then just going on. So I think that's why it looks like that, shiny and glistening. Yeah, when I'm on Swoop Panel, I talk and say, okay, background, because I'm going to stretch and do, yeah, and watch a movie. Oh, yeah, because you got to go stretch and watch movies and do all that stuff, Buddha. Go to the shorts tab of Geeky Girls Journal YouTube channel. Thank you. Girl Dad said 100%. Now I'm going to catch up. OG, hey, sharing this. Thank you, Scott. Such a great message. I know you said that 25 minutes ago. This message is held for review. If you go and be stressed out, it will put you in the hospital or take you out. Yep, it sure will, Frank G. I agree. I'm not sure what was held for review. Let me just show it. Somebody's message. Another moderator handled this. Okay. Another moderator handled it. Is Jamie in the building? Because I don't know who else the moderator you talking about, YouTube, because I only have Jamia for now. Please hit the like button. It really helps YouTube channel get a positive rating from the YouTube algorithm. Are y'all listening to that? It also helps this YouTube channel's videos to be exposed to more non-subscribers. Thank you. OC. Nikki is saying hello to everybody who she didn't say hi to. Hi, Nikki. Let me skip past the highs, y'all, just to get to the comments. So Toya Williams, what they need fix. Me and my mom do everything. I show her because my dad has all tools and everything, but please tune out and don't go. Yes, do not, Latoya. I think she was playing, Buddha, but I'm so glad you, whisper in her ear, Buddha, tell her. Nope. We gonna help her. Hey Kevin, how you doing? Word up. We can always tell when Kevin into the building. You all tuber chat. Go over there, you all, and I haven't been over there in a little while, Kevin. I know. I just keep missing you, or I keep missing you. I don't know what time it is. I used to know exactly what time you came on. Now I feel like I don't know, and I just kind of catch you sometimes, or when I'm coming in, it's the end, or I see the replay. So my point in saying that is you all tuber chat, connect and grow. Helped me at the beginning. Very helpful. Kevin has a plethora of information. So if you have not connected with Kevin from Tuber Chat, go on over there and connect with him. Um, I met a lot of new friends, a lot of new social media friends over there, and people are continuously coming in and out of there. So go on over there and say hey to Kevin. Tell him Geeky Girls Journal sent you. Yes. So hey, Kevin. No challenge. It's workout for me. Oh, and hashtag bomb is doing same. I left the challenge. I'm too busy. Hey, Tuber Chat. Yo, Tuber Chat. Scott. I got fixed the house and give my pup attention, just nature, and get grounded. We all need to get grounded. It's videos from Christmas of last year. Oh, see, that's how I was. That's how I was, Buddha. That's why I had so many videos, because I had recorded so many videos and I hadn't edited. I hadn't gotten around to editing all of them because it was taking me a long time to edit the ones that I was trying to edit to put out. And my catch-up game was just terrible because I just kept recording things, kept recording, and I was not keeping up on the editing end. So I just had so many videos, so many, and the same thing just from like 2002. I found some from 2021. I was like, okay, now I know I've grown since this point. So when before my hard drive even went, I had started going through videos, and I was just deleting the videos because I'm like, you know what, it's gonna take more effort for me to try to edit all this stuff. I might as well just delete them and do something else, or keep on going and just delete as many as I can, because I know that my style has probably changed a little bit since I restarted. So yeah, I feel you on that. It's a lot. I hear you. True. I have cut way back too. Gotta cut back, Miss Betty. And thank you for coming back in, Miss Betty. Yeah, you have to cut back because we can easily burn out on social media. Because what I noticed when I first started social media is social media, if you think you it's I don't think it's a such thing as keeping up. Like, you have to set your own pace. Like, what is your keeping up? What's your consistency look like for yourself? Because I was trying to keep up. I was trying, oh, I got to keep up. I got to do this, got to do that. Because I was looking at other platforms, and I didn't know if these people had teams. They probably did, because they had tons and tons of followers, a lot more than me, a lot more than I have right now. And I was like, oh, I got to keep up. I got to keep up with them. But what I realized is this is my race. I can't keep up with them. I don't even know what their background looks like. I don't know if they have a whole family. I got a family to consider, right? So my race, my consistency on social media is going to look different from other people's. And I had to be okay with that. I had to say, you know what, this is what you can do, Andrea. Do that. And just be consistent in doing it. And if you can get more time, then you just do that. But not at the sake of sacrificing my family time and my mental health and all those good things. That's what I have to tell myself all the time. Don't sacrifice your mental health. Sit down somewhere. So I'm telling you all, don't sacrifice your mental health. Sit down somewhere. And like I said, I finally came to realize that I was posting, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I'll ever be able to keep up, because for me, the way that I kind of understood it for myself is that social media is a 24-hour, 7 days a week thing. Why do I say that? Because people are always on social media. You can find somebody on YouTube or any other platform at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Somebody is always on YouTube. So if you think you're going to keep up, you're not going to keep up if you think you're going to be on that every day, all day, unless you had a time. You have 24 hours to give. So then I would say, if you do, and you're spending 24 hours giving of all your time, you don't want to burn out. So pull back and do some of those things that make you happy. And we said earlier at the top of this video, sit yourself down. Sit yourself down, please. I don't need, sometimes I'm able to recognize that I need to sit down. Other times I do need people to like, hey, it was my husband. It's usually my husband for me, or, my sister, or somebody who will say, you need to chillax for a little bit. You need to take a little break. It's okay to stop. And if you don't have people in your corner like that, get some people like that can say, hey, it's time to stop. It's not stop, because I don't encourage quitting. I don't encourage that, especially if it's something you want to do and you're passionate about, and if it's purposeful. don't quit. Don't quit. You might have to pivot. You might have to have a redirection. You might have to restart, but don't quit. So, what you can do instead is what we were talking about at the beginning: stop, take yourself a break, be silent for a little bit. Maybe you have to reevaluate some things, and then that's what you do. Because, as I said earlier, there are so many things that capture our attention right now. This device is one of them. It can be very time consuming if you want to, you know, stay in the race with other people. If you're comparing yourself, that's why you shouldn't compare yourself. That's why you shouldn't compare yourself. That's a part of this Be Yourself challenge. Don't compare yourself to other people, because you've all probably heard it. Comparison is the what? Thief of joy. So in my instance, when I restarted social media, I was like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta keep my stuff in rotation, I gotta put up some more content. No, I do, but I have to do it at my pace. I have to run my own race. I can't watch others because their situation looks different. Their situation looks different. So Tuber Chat said only the first two, third, one in August and fourth in September. Tuber Chat, connecting girl. I'm Chris. Yes, Chris. I love doing my shorts and my lives and cut back to one vlog a week. Yeah, I like doing the shorts too. I'm having fun with the shorts, y'all. I decided that I'm just gonna kind of, in my mind, I segment them into three different categories. So my lives are for me to build and to connect with you all, to have conversations. Okay, and then my shorts, I'm having fun. And those people who see me, that's my true personality. I mean, all of this is my true personality. So my shorts are just my way to be a little bit more creative and expressive and to have fun. And I feel like it has to be so rigid and informed. So when I do my long form content, I decided that that's going to be me kind of, I need to be more concise and a straight shooter. So boom, say whatever the facts are, get it out there, 10 minutes or less. That's what I'm working on, because yeah, you all know I can talk. So this is my lives. That's why I had the fun. It's live time. We had time to chit chat and but the long form, I'm gonna try to shrink it down a little bit. And I was thinking, in the future for my lives, I would maybe reduce them a little bit as far as time wise, so that I'm not holding people too long. Maybe 30 minutes, that will be a good spot. That way if somebody wants to replay it, they won't have to sit here and watch me talk for 2 hours. 30 minutes is doable. So that's where I am. And like I said, in my mind, I've just segmented them into things that make sense for me. Three different categories. This is my live, this is what I'm gonna do for longs, and this is what I'll do for shorts. And feel free to do the same thing. Sharing is caring, I don't mind. So Miss Betty says she loves doing this. Everybody say hi. Buddha, I'm sending prayers, condolences, and love, but I don't know what will need to be fixed. But I know if something goes wrong, that rental companies don't fix. I have a good rhythm to my channel right now. Good, Miss Betty. That's good. Please listen to the Larry Williams Rick and Roll song. Oh, it's probably rock and roll. Slow down. Good afternoon, Betty. It's good to see you. Oh, I'm caught up. Okay, good. So I'm caught up. So yeah, I'm thinking of for lives that not right now, not during this month. It's maybe in the future. I'll try to reduce it, and then that'll also give me more time to focus and to dig deeper, because I like to dig deep and to find out more about God. That'll give me more time to develop the relationship, to have a deeper connection, and to do things, because I know school will be starting back again soon, so I'll be running again, and errands and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what my plans are. So how are you all? So yes, what has your attention? What has your attention? I want you to think about something right now that has your attention. Is it what has your attention? Is it the device? Is it social media? Is it, what has your attention? Do people in your life have your attention that are occupying a lot of your time? And if that is the case, have you Like, have you reevaluated those that you should have in your life? And when I say should, I'm saying, are those people speaking life into you, or are they draining you? Are they subtracting? Are they taking things away? Does it take more energy for you to interact with them? Or is it kind of seamless? Like, you're around them and you're like, hey, everything's good. I'm having a great time. We don't clash. We, this person encourages me to keep going and encourages me to keep moving. And it's all good. So if you have a relationship like that, continue to nurture it and keep those types of people in your life, because I'm telling you, I was on TikTok a couple days ago, because I hadn't been on there in a minute, and I was just looking through my messages, and I had this one pop up, and a young lady was asking me about a I know it was a business related question, and she was asking me if, or she was not asking me, she was just asking anybody, asking anybody. It's not like it was just specifically me, asking anybody, if God told you to be quiet about a business, would you tell, or should you tell somebody? So I was like, no, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't, because if God told you to be quiet about that specific thing, there's a reason why He told you to be quiet. Don't take it lightly. And I know that some of you out here who are listening to my voice, or maybe replaying this later on, you have already been given something from God, something that He wants you to do, and He wants you to move. And you may be just hesitant. Why? Hesitant because it may be unfamiliar territory for you. Or maybe you just don't have the tools. Or maybe you're like, I don't know where to start. I don't even know who to talk to. But I'm telling you, if God told you to do it, do it. And if He said do it quietly, because sometimes, because we're made for relationships, and we do desire to have people in our lives, and we want to tell people those good things that are happening with us, and we want to share the good news, and we like having the support, and all those great things. So naturally you're going to want to say something to just at least one person. Just, if even that one person could just be your support system, because understand, you're going to need the support through some of the things that you're doing. You might, if you're working out and you say, I'm not really built for doing that by myself. I'm not really the type of person who likes to work out alone. I thrive better when I have, a group or a couple people that are working out with me. And then you might, you need that support. You need that support because you have some bumpy roads and you have some tough times that you go through. And if you have the support of certain individuals, they're able to lift you up when you're going through a tough season or going through a difficult situation. So I could understand the young lady's her question when she said, and she was pretty excited. She's like, I want to tell, I know I've had this idea for a while. God gave it to me. I want to tell somebody. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Because guess what? Not everything is for everybody to know. And sometimes you may feel like you want to tell a specific person or a group of people, but they may not even be ready to receive that information. So if God told you don't say anything, it's best just to keep quiet. If He said be quiet about it, be quiet about it. Because He can see what's going to happen right now in the present, and He can see what's going to happen in the future. So there is a reason. You may not see it. You may not even understand why He's telling you to be quiet. But be quiet. Be quiet until He says say something. And I shared some information with her, and we were going back and forth, and I kept speaking life into her, and I was giving her examples and ideas and whatever it was that God told me to give to her. And she just sent me a message back, and she was just like, this came at the perfect time. Thank you so much. It was timely. I'm over here in tears. And just having someone say that just let me know that I was doing the right thing. And she was like, you'd be surprised at how many people reached out to me and nobody wanted to be supportive. People just wanted to know what it was that I was doing, or why I was doing it, but nobody offered information like you have, and nobody gave me like a pep talk. I was basically giving her a pep talk because that's what I like to do. And I was like, you know what? I understand. It's not going to, if you're trying to start a business, I just wanted her to know, in my experience, and hers may be different because everybody's experience is different. I said, look, you may feel like it's going to be a straight line. That's what I did. I thought it would be a straight line. Girl, you going all the way to the top. Pew! Go make that money, because you see, social media can be kind of misleading, in a sense. Not the people are putting out false information all the time, but misleading in a sense where you may look at somebody's life right now and say, oh man, they got that bag. They're doing this. They're successful. They got 500,000 orders today and they are just putting out those orders. But you don't know what that person had to do to get to that point, right? You don't know what their life looked like before they were able to get 500,000 orders out, while you only getting one order every 6 months, right? You'll eventually get there. And that's another reason. Don't compare yourself to other people. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself, and be okay with your purpose and what God's called you to do. Now you just have to figure out those steps that you need to take. And how are you going to do that? Sorry, I know you all hear that. My husband is we're doing another home project in the background. So yeah, you just have to figure out what that looks like and what does it entail. Like this young lady said, God told her to be quiet. I don't know why he told her to be quiet. I don't even know what she's doing. I didn't care what she was doing. That's not my business. If God told her not to tell, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know what she's doing. That's between her and God. And I told her that that's between you and God. I would suggest that you don't share it, until you get the go ahead. And like I said, I just said what was on my heart, and it was encouraging for her, and it was enough for me. I let it go. That's the end of that story. But what I was saying is to her is that, yeah, I thought it was a straight line. I thought being a business owner would be a straight line. Like, oh, I get all the information I need. I can do this, and that. But it has loops and it has curves, it has turns, and your journey is not going to look like somebody else's, right? You may be the blueprint. You may be somebody who's starting something nobody else has done before, or somebody's done before, but you've never been in that space. So now you have to try to figure everything out from square one. Or maybe you've done something and you made a couple of terrible calls, right? So instead of going left, you went right. Now you have to try to rectify the situation. Now you have to try to figure out how to get yourself out of the hole. So, yeah, that's life, isn't it? That's also life. That's business and that's life. That's life, that we have to sometimes just learn how to navigate those tough situations. And again, what has your attention? What has your attention? I keep trying to bring it back. Do y'all notice that? Bring it back, Andre. Bring it back. So if you have not already, don't forget to like this and to share it. Bless you. Don't forget to like it and to share it, because this video, my hope for all of my videos is that it's going to help somebody. I don't care if it's just one person. It's going to help somebody just by listening. Maybe they're having a tough day. Maybe they don't know about God. So my job is to come in here and be myself. And, maybe it's going to help somebody out. So I hope that it's helping you all out today. Good afternoon, Betty. It's good to see you. Please listen to the Larry Williams. Okay, I saw that one. Oh, am I getting any more comments? I don't know, because I don't see you all. Hopefully I'm still live. Oh, that would be a sad case if I was talking all this time and I wasn't live. So, yes, you are. What is keeping your attention? Whatever it is, whatever it is that has your attention, I want you to reevaluate. I want you to reevaluate and make sure that it's going to allow you to be more productive. Whatever has your attention allows you to be more productive, allows you to build stronger relationships. And again, I'm just kind of shooting for possibilities, because I don't know what everybody's specific situation is. So whatever it is that is capturing your attention, like we were saying earlier, if you want to be more productive, perhaps you need to cut out social media, or you need to start saying no when people are requesting things of you, and you know you only have a certain amount of time in a day. So if you have to do that, that's something that just has to be done. Or if you would like to develop a deeper relationship with Christ, like I told you all, that's what my goal always is. And I think Frank said that earlier, and some Buddha, and maybe somebody else who is listening right now. So you're like, hey, Geeky Girls Journal, you didn't say anything about me. Maybe you're trying to develop a deeper relationship with Christ. So you're going to have to put some of those things down. You're going to have to take a social media break, or do like Buddha said. She steps away sometimes and just allows things to play in the background while she's resting, or while she's eating or exercising, or something along that line. Whatever that is, whatever your thing is, I don't know. You know what it is right now while I'm talking. So whatever that thing is that you want to devote more time toward, you're going to have to figure out the steps that need to be taken in order to accomplish that goal, right? So for me, for example, like I said, if it's developing a deeper relationship, what do I have to do to develop a deeper relationship with God? So I'm going to have to cut some things out of my day that I can do another day, right? I don't have to do all those 25 things on my list. I can do maybe half the list on one day, and then do the other half the other day, and stretch it out. Not feel like I have to be overwhelmed and bogged down doing everything in one day. Just stretch it out. Therefore, it'll give me more time to read and to study and to pray and to meditate and to sit silently and be able to hear the voice of God. So that's how I want to do it. If for you, you want to spend more time with your family, so you can carve out time during the day. Maybe time block it every day at 1 o'clock, not 12 o'clock, because we here at 12. No, every day at 1 o'clock, I'm going to read a book with my children. Right, every day at 1:30, we're going to go to the park. Not in this heat wave that you're having, but maybe you want to do, instead of going to the park, we're going to do a family activity. If you want to do something with your business, maybe every day carve out some time and say, okay, I need to step off social media, and I'm going to put at least 2 hours a day. And that might be a bit much for some of you, but you can figure it out. I'm going to put at least 2 hours into building this business, or I'm going to put at least an hour and a half into writing my book every day, right? And that's a start. That will get the ball rolling, and pretty soon you'll be in the habit of doing those things, and you'll see that it's going to make a difference in your life. So, what has your attention? What has your attention? Think about it. And we say, and I've said often on here, those things that have your attention are those things that you are really focused on. For me, something that has my attention and I get laser focused, it's like tunnel vision. And sometimes it can be what's the word I'm looking for? Sometimes it can be a hindrance. Is that the word I want? Sometimes it can be, because I can get so focused on that thing that I want to do that I just, like I said, I get laser focused, and I'm just like, that's what I want to do. I have tunnel vision. But then I forget about, or not forget, I don't forget. I might let some of those things fall by the wayside on my right side or my left side. I might be like, oh man, I was supposed to go clean. I was supposed to paint. I was supposed to paint, but I was so focused on that thing that I didn't even get around to painting. Or I was supposed to clean out my kids' playroom. So I didn't get to do that because I was so focused on that thing that I wanted to do. Has anybody ever experienced that? Let me know in the chat, because for some reason I don't see the chat moving. I don't know if you all are talking or not. So let me know if you don't mind just putting a smiley face or something there, just so I can know if you all are still present. And if not, it's fine, because I'm about to stop this in a minute anyway. We're at 59 minutes. So Yeah, think about it. What has your attention? What do you want to give more attention to? And what are those things in your life that you need to pull back on? And we've got some very good examples at the top part of this comment section where a lot of you, as well as I, have said sometimes you have to take a social media break, or sometimes you have to take a break from other things in your life just to get clarity and just to refocus, or sometimes you just need to be still. So I would submit to you that if you need to pivot, or if you need to refocus, if you need to do some replanning, if you need to do some rethinking, all those re's, just do it. Do it and figure out what it looks like and how it fits into your schedule, and how you can make adjustments, how you can tweak some things. And let's see if you're able to incorporate self-care into those things. I'm thinking about self-care right now because maybe I need to do a little bit more. I'm thinking about self-care right now because I had self-care and it felt good. So this is an hour in. So I want to end this with being good to yourself, because self-care is important. Mental health is important. And for those of you who have not been gentle with yourself, start being a little bit more gentle and go out and get those exams done. If you need to, go to those doctor's appointments, get those massages, because a lot of you like to get the massages and a lot of you like to go to the chiropractor and all those things. So do all those things that are going to help you to be a healthier individual, and also do those things spiritually that will help you to be more focused, because what our focus really should be on is the one above. We should be focusing vertically, not looking to the left and to the right to compare ourselves to others and to see what somebody else is doing and what we could have, would have, should have did. We should be focused on doing those things that we're built to do, and we should be focused on the one that created us to do those things. So I don't see you all in a chat. I don't know if it's not working or if you're all just tired and not moving. So what I'm going to say is, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them at the end of this video. Yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them at the end of this video. And if you're new here, make sure you introduce yourself down there too, so I can see you. All right, that's it, you all. That's it. Until tomorrow, we'll find out what the topic is going to be. And I hope that you all are staying cool, because it's hot outside. It is hot and it's humid. So stay cool, hydrate. Get yourself some water, ice water, stretch, because stretching does the body good. Let me tell you, I'm going to have to start stretching. Stretch, run if you can, or walk. That's a part of your health component. Do those things and be good to yourself. Take care of yourself, and I will see you all. Let me try that again. Take care of yourself, and I'm going to see you all in the next video. That should be tomorrow at 12 noon, unless something changes. Oh, I will not be here Wednesday because I have a doctor's appointment. So I will put that up on the community chat. So Wednesday the 17th, doctor's appointment. So if I do something Wednesday, it will be a pop-up. Okay? All right. Any questions? All righty. You all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye.